some folks who really like, and lots of things you never heard before. Coming right up on the Cap Song Show. Today, we are here at Cap Song Show interviewing the Director of Coordinators for Nashville Songwriters Association International. And this is Amanda Flynn-Phillips. And I've been doing some background checks on her. The FBI learned nothing. So she has nothing to be concerned with, although we've already done a little pre-interview, and I've learned a few things to bring up because they're superfluous. Is that a good word?
Yeah.
Any case, as I was mentioning, Amanda has been involved. I was talking to Amanda about been involved with music, and from what I can see from the biography, from a very young age. So, Amanda, can you give us a brief bio, and I'll see if it matches what it says on the page.
Perfect. The short story long version. I was born and raised in Kentucky. I always loved music. My family wasn't super musical, but my cousins were, and I grew up with a lot of cousins, and so got to be around them. And then I just listened to a lot of music. I loved reading cassette tape liners and CD liners and playing with records. And I would always notice these little names underneath the titles. And I was like, who are these? And then I realized those are songwriters. So these are the people that do that. So I was just fascinated with that. Always have been. Started writing songs when I was super little. Don't really play or sing well. So I was like, this will just be like kind of therapy for me and just write through things, which I did, which my mom knew about somewhat. And then as I got older, went to college, did interior design. I was going to flip houses before it was cool. And one of my favorite professors told the class, like, hey, for those of you that were wanting to get into real estate and to flip houses and do renovations, 2008, the market's about to crash. You should probably work on a plan B. And this was 2007. And I was like, the market's not going to crash. It'll be fine. And then we start seeing signs of it. And so I talked to him and he was like, you know what? You can always come back to school. You can't always go chase your dreams. And I had a few things pop up in Nashville. And so I was like, well, I'll just go down for a year, see what it does. And I came down to Nashville and everything kind of took off pretty quick. Which I worked at a massage therapy school as their student advisor. I wrote songs in the afternoons, and I kind of just went to a bunch of shows and met a lot of people, and I got a publishing deal about 7 months after moving. And it just kind of took off. This company the first one I signed with was a new startup that turned out to not be on the new start up and up. Okay. It's so being BMI was able to help me get out of that. And then once that smoke cleared, I was able to sign with Tom Lease, which was and Leslie DePiro and Victoria Shaw. So they were my first real publishers, and I signed with them in, I believe, 2009. So yeah.
Well, if you're asking for confirmation, I mean, I have. You also you had some success with film and TV placements.
Yes, that came pretty sporadic. It was, I can tell you the biggest letdown was that I wrote a song with Jason Mizell, and it was supposed to be in Grey's Anatomy, and I was so excited because we always watch Grey's Anatomy. And then they told us what episode. This episode's upcoming. We've been looking forward to it for months. I get there, it's not on the episode. So the scene that the song had been in had gotten cut. So,
That happens a lot from my
oh yeah.
But you also became a staff writer for Sony ATV. How long did that last?
I was there for a year. And then before there, I was at another company, and it kind of just, it was almost like 2 or 3 years of a pub deal, 1 year off, 2 or 3 years of a pub deal, 1 year. So it was about 10 years of different deals and different musical roles at companies and helping out different places also. So it was a plethora.
I mentioned in our pre-interview that I found a couple of pictures of you. One is with a group of women, which I was going to try and figure out how to bring up here, but it looks like you are in the center of that picture, and it looks like it was from 2019. Was that a group that you were participating in?
What did the picture look like?
It looks like a group of women, and you sort of have a punky look. If that is you, I wasn't sure if that's you or not.
I can't speak to it because I can't see it. You got to show me.
In any case, so you don't kind of remember a group. It looked like it was some event where there were a bunch of female artists
I've
participating.
done a lot of things, so I don't know which thing that would be.
Well, I'll put it up, and if it's not you, you can complain to me.
Perfect.
But what I'll do is, again, I'm kind of new at doing this. Maybe we'll do another one next year when I really know what I'm doing, hopefully. Anyhow, I'll send that to you, and then you can tell me if that's you or not. It might be a surprise you didn't even know about. I don't
Who
know.
knows? I was gonna say you can share your screen on the Zoom, especially because you're the host. It'll let you.
Well, it's in an email that I sent myself. And so let's see what I can figure out how to do. Let's see. Talk amongst yourself.
No, I'm just petting Huck because he's now realized that I'm on a Zoom and he's not getting attention. So
Well, I had just oh, I know what it's under. It's under me, cap songs. So while I'm doing that, there's a page with a number of songs, the top one being Pop Pop Prayer.
oh, I did Pop Pop's prayer because it's supposed to be under private because when my husband's grandpa passed away, I had recorded one of his prayers before the dementia kind of took over. And so at his funeral, I made little cards with a QR code so everyone could listen to Pop Pop's prayer. But yeah, the world's not supposed to listen to it, but maybe they need to listen to it. So maybe I should just leave it up there.
Okay, besides Pop Pop Prayer, it says Tobacco Town, Houseboat, It's Just a Bar, Can't Let Go, and Jack Daniels and Jesus. So you're a co-writer on these songs?
I am.
And are any of those singers any of the gentlemen that you introduced during the coordinator lunch? Good.
So Tobacco Town, I wrote with Mike Walker, who's awesome. Houseboat, I wrote with Travis Denning and Cole Taylor. Jack Daniels and Jesus, I wrote with Chase Rice and Brian Kelly. And what was the other song? I'm trying to think.
Tobacco Town.
Yeah, that one was with Mike Walker. I thought you mentioned another one, but
It's Just a Bar.
oh, It's Just a Bar. I wrote with one of my best friends, Jacob Powell.
Thanks for tuning in tonight, my friends. Hope to see you coming round again. Make sure to tell everyone you know to join us next time on the Cap Song.